Hello everyone, welcome to Build Learning Club. Welcome to our new tutorial about the pandas for data science. If you learn data science, if you want to go with machine learning, then the pandas is a very important library. In the previous video, I have already covered a short tutorial about the Python. It's a nearly 2.5 hours video. So if you want to revise the Python, then you can go through that video also in Python. So if you don't know about Python, that please watch that video. So if you don't have any idea about the Python, then you can't go with the Pandas is a very popular library for data science and machine learning. So before you proceed into the data science and the machine learning, so you need to know pandas, numpy, matplotlib, seaborn. But in this video I will cover the pandas library for the data science. So here I will cover the series, data frame, data cleaning, time series, merge, join, group by, and statistics. So most of the important thing I will cover in this video. So after that you need not do anything more in the pandas. So you will have a comprehensive video in this pandas video. Okay, so yeah, I will use the Jupyter notebook. So you can download the Jupyter notebook. So just download it, Jupyter notebook. And now you can also use the Google Colab. So I have already used in the Python tutorial Google Colab, because here you can also ask Gemini if you have any doubt. So here is a short Python code about the pandas, you can see it. So yeah, so here you can also just ask the pandas, just give me pandas series example. So if you have any doubt, you can ask the Gemini. So in this today's world, if you want to learn comprehensively, if you want to learn more, then you have to use AI. Because if you using AI, then you will learn a lot of things. Because if you have any doubt, then you will have answer immediately. You do not need to search for anything. Okay, so here you can see the simple pandas series examples are here. So this is a data series, and pd dot series that will convert this data into the series, then print series. So if I copy this, and here just another code block, I just here just type import pandas as pd, and now I just paste it and shift enter. So you can see the code will run. Already Google Colab has installed the pandas. You do not need to install pandas anything, but please install the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so yeah, you can see it. So you can practice it here also. So if you want to avoid your system, then you can also practice here. This is one of the best practice. So you can have the Gemini, you can ask anything if you have any doubt. So yeah, so how to set up the Python pandas library. So if you have to install the pandas at first, and also you have to install the dependencies. So what are the dependencies? Open pyxl, xlrd, and matplotlib, and just copy it. For this tutorial, pandas is okay. Okay, if you need more, then please go with it. And if I will use anything, then I will install this also. So now I just install this. Okay, so just I install this. If I have anything in later on the video, so I need to do that. So yeah, better to do it now. So just copy it, and here just open the command prompt, and just pip install pandas, open pyxl and the dependencies, and just install it. Okay, so in my case already satisfied, but matplotlib is not there. I think I have uninstalled it. Okay, so yeah, please install it. And now if you don't have Jupyter notebook, please install it also from here. Okay, after installing just Jupyter notebook, just type Jupyter notebook. Okay, so just type Jupyter notebook, then a notebook will run for you. So yeah, you can also use Google Colab, so that is also better. And here just create a new Python file, and now here just I want to import pandas at first. Import pandas as pd. So this is a best practice actually. So yeah, control enter. Yeah, the cell has been run. So you have to hit control enter to run the cell. Okay, so now you can understand the how to install the pandas library and their dependencies. Okay, so you can check also the pandas version. So yeah, so now add cells. Just here I just type print pd dot dash dash version. So in this way you can check the pandas version as well. So control enter. So you can see the version also, and also you can do it here also. uh, I think what will be the fast actually, let me check it here also. Yeah, yes, this will also fast. Okay, so you can practice it here also. So now coming to the series. A series is a one-dimensional labeled array capable of holding that any data type. Remember friend, capable of holding any data type. Okay. And it is a single column from the spreadsheet. Okay. Just like this single column. So let's create a series at first. So just open your code editor, whatever the Jupyter or Google Colab. So here just import pandas as pd is already there. So now create a series is equal to s1 is a variable pd dot series. Okay, side spell is, remember friends, s is in capital. Okay, otherwise it will throw an error. Pd dot series and just type the series 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, and just enter, and you can print this series also. Just type print s1. Yeah, okay, so you can see it has been printed here. So I also want to print my Jupyter notebook. Yeah, you can see it. So now you can create any one dimensional series with the help of the pandas. So you can also do indexing. How do you do indexing? Just like you can see here 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so here you have to type index, and index equal what? Index equal, you can type the score of your subject. So here 10 20 30 40, it is, I think for take an example, so this I will take the subject name here. So first subject name is maths, is in lower side, and then physics. Okay, then biology, and then history. Okay, so yeah, just shift enter. You can see the index maths, physics, biology, history. So also you can slice if you want to only math, so you can do that also. So how can you do that? Print s1 and just type the index. What is this? Physics. So I just want for the number for the biology. So I just uh, type here biology, and my series is s1, and just print it. It's very simple. Okay, so the score has been printed for biology. Okay, so now in this way you can do that. Also you can get the data from the dictionary as well. So how can you get the data from the dictionary as well? So I have already shown in here. I just copy and paste it, and here I just copy it, and I will explain everything, don't worry about that. So yeah, it is a sales is a variable which convert a dictionary to the Python series. Okay, Python pandas series. So yeah, it is a sales data. So for Jan it is 15,000, for February it is 18,000, for March it is 22,000. Okay, so now just shift enter, just enter. I just first want to print sales. So yeah, you can see the data. And now just I want to print sales dot value. Okay, so sales dot values. So yeah, what are my values? It will print it. Okay, so remember sales dot values. What are my values will be printed. What are my C series values? Okay, so that will print it. So I will give this note and also some PDF in the description box. Please check it. But please learn the pandas. Okay, so now the next you can also print the index also. So how can you print the index? Just print sales dot, instead of value just type what? Index. It's easy now. Index. So yeah, index has been printed. Also you can check the d type also. So instead of index you can just type d type. So in this way you can also check the d type of the object sales. Okay, so now you can do the arithmetic operation also with pandas series. So for this, here is a series pandas one dimensional, and just paste it and just create your own series, friends. Okay, so here is a variable which store a pandas one dimensional series. Now I can do arithmetic operation with that. So the series into 2, so all number has been multiplied by what? 2. So you can see it. Okay, so yeah, all number has been multiplied by 2. 10 into 2 20, 20 into 2 40. Okay, so you can store it in another variable also, but I just skip it. You already know how to store. Yes, just create another variable and just to store is into 2. And you can also do the operation like sum 5. So yes, 15 25 35. So 10 plus 5 15, 20 plus 5 25, and 30 plus 5 is 35. Okay, so now you can also check max, mean, standard deviation. So how to check mean? So s dot mean, s dot mean. Okay, so yeah, the mean is 30. S dot max is 50, and s dot std for standard deviation, and that is 15.81. Standard deviation in statistical term is nothing but how deviate the data from the mean. Okay, and you can check also shape, s dot shape. And yeah, no, okay, I just here call it, I don't, tuple is not callable. Okay, so this is not a function, this is a tuple. So 5 shape, this is a one dimensional and the total element is 5. And you can check the length of s also, length of s. So for this there is a built-in function len. Okay, now we move to the data frame. So a data frame is a two-dimensional labeled structure, just like an Excel spreadsheet or SQL table. So in the Excel spreadsheet, you have a column and rows. Just like name is a column, age is a column, it will store the values: Alice name, Bob name, Charlie name, Diana name, and then age corresponding 25, 30, 35, 28. So I think you know about the Excel. So these are the Excel's columns, and the values are these are stored into the rows. Okay, so this is nothing but two-dimensional label data structure. Okay, so we already covered the one-dimensional structure in series. So here we will cover the two-dimensional. So just copy this data and I now just paste it in my notebook. Okay, so just and I just want to just store first data frame. So first converting the data into the pandas data frame. So yeah, create a variable data frame equal pd dot data frame and pass the data. Okay, so now you can print also df. So yeah, you can see it. So just like an Excel structure, you can see the name column, age column, score column, and city, and these are values, and this is the indexing. Okay, so also you can just essential data frame info method you can apply also with that. So how can you just type df and then type the method, so head and just pass 3 to, I just pass 3 here. So here just shift enter, so you can see 0 1 2 indexing whatever it is. So head 3, that means top 3. Okay, so tail 2 means last 2, df dot tail and pass 2. So yeah, you can see 2 and 3, last 2 Charlie and Diana. Okay, so you can also the random, take it random 1, random 2 rows or 1 rows, whatever you want. For this just type df dot sample, and sample what is the sample size, it will be 2. Okay, so just take randomly, but here don't care about indexing. Okay, it will take randomly. And then you can do the shape and size also. So how can you check df dot size, a size jd, and you can see the 16 total values are here. Okay, so 4 into 4 will be 16, and you can print the column name also. So how can you print the column name? So for printing the column name, just like df dot columns columns and shift enter. For printing the column name, print column. Okay, so don't care about, I will give you notes and the pdfs regarding this. Just understand it properly. Okay, it will help you in data science and machine learning as well. And you can also check the data info. So how can you check df dot info? Okay, so you have to call it because it is a function. So yeah, you can check the info for the data, total rows, total column, total entries, the data type, not null, and thus how many values are there. Okay, so yeah, and also you can describe your data frame also. So for this df dot describe. Okay, so yeah, just hit shift enter. You can see the count, age, and score. Mean, you can see the values, mean values of age, mean values of score, standard deviation of age, standard deviation of score, and minimum value of age and score. What is the, this is the quartile, first quartile, that is the first 25% number. What is this? 27.25 for the age. The first 50, it is a 50 percentile, and this is a 75 percentile. Actually this is in the statistical term, this is the first quartile 50%, and this is the second quartile, which is called the median also. So 50%, the second quartile is called the median also, remember friends. And this is the third quartile, is 75% number. What is the 75 percentile number? This is a 31.25. Okay, so and the maximum is 35, and for the score is 95. I think you have understood this describe method. Okay, so now you can assign the you can assign rows and column also. So for this just type df and just type here name. So just first type it and just hit enter, and df dot name. And yes, I think I have some error. Okay, so yeah, so name, I think it is in capital. Yeah, so just take it capital. So yeah, you can see Alice, Bob, Charlie, and Diana. Okay, So if you type df and name, so you can see Alice, Bob, Charlie and Diana. So if you want to check name and any other column like score, so what you have to do, so just paste it and you have to type the another column. So what is the another column? It will be score. I think is should be capital. Yeah. So just check it and close the bracket as well and shift enter. And here again I'm getting some error. Okay, so df and yeah, enemy name and comma, then score, score, score. Yeah, I want just grab that column, so just copy it and paste it. So I think that is okay. Df and name. Oh, sorry, I have to pass here a list of name and score. So yes, now shift enter. Remember friends, you have to pass the all column name as a list in one dimensional type. Okay, so yeah, so name and score just printed. If you want to age, just type here also age. So if you want to grab any column, just pass it as a list. Okay, and also you can find the rows by position. How can you find the rows by position? By iloc. ILOC. By ILOC. This function you can find the rows in position. So just type df.iloc iloc. And you, if you want to get fast row, so just type 0 iloc. So fast row, it is name is Alice and age is 25, score is 88.5 and Mumbai. If you want to grab the second row, so just type 1 because the indexing will start always from 0. So yeah, this is the second row. If you will get the full row of Bob, this is the second row. Okay, so in this way you can find any elements of row by positions, and also you can print the rows 1 and 2, 1 and 3, so as a series. So I want to get first and second row. So okay, so I just type 0 0 2 2. Okay, so it will give me 0th and first row, that means first and second row. Okay, so yeah, to always remember friends, whatever it is in last, it will always excluded. Okay, so whatever is in the first, it is always included. So 0 is my first row, it is included, but then 1 will print it, the second row will print it, but the third row, what this is indexing by 2, that will not print it because this is excluded. So in Python, the first thing is included, the last thing is excluded. Okay, so yeah, you can also search by labels. So for this df dot loc, just location loc, and just type 0 and now shift enter. So you can see the first. Okay, so now you can also just type name if you want to grab the name only. So just copy this and just paste it and just df.loc and 0 and just pass the name. So I just want to name for this location. So just for this you have to type df.loc and then the row number and the column name. This is a row number 0, that means the first row, and the column name is name. So first row, first column, that is Alice. Okay friends, so yeah, in this way you can use the data frame also. So now heading towards the next section, the input output. So reading data from the file, saving result. So yeah, Panda can read your file like a CSV file, Excel file, JSON file. So yes, so you can see pd.read csv, it will read a csv file, the comma separated value files, and then xlsx file, that is the Excel file. Okay, then JSON file. Okay, so it will read any file. So with the help of ChatGPT, I am generating a dummy sales data Excel file and JSON file and CSV file. So just opening it. So you can see it is a dummy sales data with having some values. Okay, so yeah, go to Jupyter Notebook and here now input output section. So I want to read at first the CSV file. So what I have to do? So df equal df then pd dot read what I have the CSV file first. So yeah, read CSV, and I have to pass the path of the CSV file. So my this Jupyter Notebook file, so you can see my this Jupyter Notebook file here, Jupyter Notebook file, you can see IPY NB. So this is my Jupyter Notebook file, and this dummy sales data Excel, JSON and CSV, these all are in same directory. So I don't need to paste the full directory, but if you want then you can put the full directory here. Okay, so I just want to get the name. So yeah, copy it and here just paste it, and now just hit enter, shift enter. Yeah, you can see it is running. So I just want to print and df. So yeah, you can see the data has been printed. Okay, so df dot info as usual. So yeah, df dot describe. Okay, so it will describe. Okay, so my mean is 26.30 for units sold and revenue is 46,827. So okay, so in this way you can also read the Excel file. So df equal, now just type pd as same way friends, it's very easy to understand. So yeah, here you can see, just hit tab then you can see this option as well. Okay, so read Excel and pass the path of the Excel file. So my Excel file extension is what? XLSX. XLXLSX. Okay. So now hit enter, shift enter, and if I want to print this df, then you can see this. Okay. So all data are same. Actually, I have converted all the same data in the JSON file, in Excel file, and a CSV file as well. Full form of CSV file is the comma separated value. Okay, so Excel is supporting. Okay, now if I want to get it by JSON, so also I want do that. Just pd dot read pd dot sorry, not pf actually. That's why I'm hitting a tab, so it's not showing anything. So yeah, pd dot read JSON, not HTML. I want to in JSON. Okay, so yeah, pass the path of the JSON file and I want to print it. So yeah, you can get the JSON file data as well. So if you want to read the SQL, so you can also do that. Just for this df dot pd dot read SQL. So here you can see all the database. So read SQL, so you can get the SQL data. So you have to type from start select from table and then you have to type the connection as well. Okay, so I just show you here. So what you have to do, so you have to type select start from table and then you have to do type the connection. If you need if you finish the SQL, the structure query language tutorial and all of that thing, then yeah, you can also get the data from SQL as well, and get there is also a lot of method in the pandas you can get the data as well, but mainly three method are there. There is the CSV method and the Excel method and JSON method. Okay, so by this you can get your data as well, and you can put also your data into the CSV output or Excel output. Okay, so I just here, so yeah, where means my previous data frame, I have to find a previous data frame, then I will Okay, so yeah, I just copy it, this data, and so I will show you how can you convert the Excel output this data. Okay, so just shift enter. Now my data frame, that is df, will this. Okay, so if I print df, so what will show? Yeah, this will show. Okay, so now just I want to convert it into the csv file or xlss file. So first, csv file, how can it, I can convert it to csv file. Df dot to csv, not to excel, first csv. Okay, so to csv, and just uh, give a output file name. So output dummy dot csv, output dummy dot csv, and then comma, and I don't need this indexing 0 1 2 3. Okay, so that's why I have to put index equal false. If lac false, then skip the index. So skip this. Okay, in this 0 1 2 3 indexing, if you need it, then just skip, just remove this index. Okay, so most of the time you don't need this. Okay, so just shift enter, and yeah, you can see the csv file as well. So just view and medium icon, and my output file name is what? My output file name output dummy. Okay, so this is the output dummy, so you can see here. So I just open it. So yeah, you can see Alice, Bob, Charlie, Diana, what is my data frame actually. So in this way, if you want to put it in Excel, so just type df dot uh, to to Excel. So then just you have to pass the file name first, and then you have to mention the sheet name, and then index false or true or whatever you want. So I just show here. So df dot to excel, then you have to pass the first output file name. So output dot xlsx. So be careful about this extension xlsx, because this is the excel extensions, and you have to give a sheet name. So sheet name is results, and if you don't wanna index, then just type index equal false. Okay, so for save as a JSON, you have to type df dot to JSON, then output file name, and in this way, in the Farquhar form, it is not usable for you. Okay, just remember these three: JSON, Excel, and CSV. How can you convert your data in output to CSV, to Excel, and to JSON? Okay, so this is a very important, friends. So yes, so now some common parameter about read CSV. So first, here I just copy it from here directly, then I will explain it to you. Yeah, just close it, and where is my, yeah, so just, so df dot what is my data frame? Read csv, and I have to pass my csv file. So what is the name of my csv file? Dummy cells. Okay, so I just copy this, and here paste it. Okay, then separation by comma. First, header is 0, row with header equals 0, that is the row with column names. Okay, so remember friends, header equals 0 for csv, that is the row with column names, and index call is id, that is this column has a header, that name will id. Okay, so load only these two columns, then you have to use calls name and cells. Okay, so if I just remove this, I think you have understood the crux. So yeah, df, I want to print df, shift enter, so you can see it. Okay, so if here I just type, so not a delimiter. Okay, so yeah, if here I just type header equals 0, so what will happen? So run this and run this, so you can see it. Okay, that is row with the column names, the row with the column names. Okay, so now if I remove this and just run this and run this, you can see it. Okay, so if you want to run the row with the column names, then you have to use the header equal 0. So you can use the common parameters to read the CSV as well. So use separation comma for delimiter, use comma, then header equals 0, that means row with column names, then index call ID, that means set ID as index, and obviously if you have the ID in your data column, and use calls, that means load only this column name and cells. So okay, I just want to show you use calls. So yeah, so here just type use calls and load only that two column, product comma, and the next column I want to revenue. Okay, so yeah, so just shift enter and just df, and you can have the product and revenue column. Okay, by just method use calls. Okay, so yeah, you can use also the na values. You can, instead of na values, you can put this. The na values is what, if you have any na values or non values in your data set, then you can remove this na and put this dash dash or whatever you want, and phrase date, you can pass the date also, and encoding is UD8. Okay, so you need actually this use calls basically most of the case, index call and header. Okay, and also this na values, and in rows, these all are important friends, this all some are important, and in rows 1000 means read only first 1000 rows. Okay, so yeah, you can also check the in rows. Instead of this, you can just type in rows, and I just want to get the first two row, just shift enter, and now shift enter, you can see. Okay, the first two row has been printed. So yeah, I have done with the input and output. Now going for the next section of the pandas. So what is the next section? It is the data operation, indexing. Okay, so what is the indexing and selection? So precisely access rows, columns, and individual cells using iloc, lock, and boolean indexing. So yes, so getting the values of rows and column, and particularly, so yes, loc is what, and loc is the label based, use column name and index label, and iloc is the integer based, so integer position base. Okay, so I for integer, you can remember in this way, integer location, and loc is like a label based location. So here you can see the data frame. I just copy it, and now I just want to put it here, and here I just first use the df dot location, only location. So yeah, so just enter, and now df location 0, shift enter. So yes, you can see allies 25 and 88 score. Okay, so first row. And now the next thing is the location by name also. So how can you do that? I just cover it also before, just pass the column name. So that is mean 0 means the first row and the first column. So first row first column value is what, allies. So yes, first row first column values is allies has been printed. Okay, so now if you want anything like score, so you can also do that, just changing name to score. Okay, so you can also do slicing as well. So if you want to 0 row first row, and just slice the row and here also slice the column as well. Name to age, name to age, age, age. I think, yeah, age, yes, properly written. And now just hit shift enter, so you can see the slicing of name and age. So 0 to 1 and name to age has been printed. Okay, so Alice and Bob and name to age, name and age. And you can also getting 0 to 2. Okay, so just it's up to you how many number of rows and columns you want. Okay, so in this case, remember friends, location in this case, it is not that type the key, like first thing is included and the second thing is excluded. So it is like a series. Okay, 0 to 2. So 0 to 2, it is what, 0 1 2. It will take first, second and third column. Okay, so also along with name and age for that. Okay friends, so if you want to full axis of this, so then you have to just type this only, don't mention the numbers 0 to 1, 0 to 2 for the rows, and just mention the whatever you column want. And now just hit enter, and now you can see it, because you can see that because I have only up to the data Charlie, so I just, here it is John also, and here just put a number. Okay, so now hit enter, so you can see it from first to last it has been printed, Alice, Bob, Charlie and John. Okay, if you want to score also, just put it score, name to score. Okay, so name to score, it is not name and score, it is name to score. If you just like age, if you put it age to score, so only age to score, not age and score. Okay, I think slicing has been done. Okay, so yeah, I will give you the PDF as well, so don't worry, you will have the notes as well also. Okay, for this, so don't worry about that. So just understand the Python pandas properly before the data science and machine learning, because it is very important library for you. So iloc, that is integer based location, how can you check that? So yeah, df dot iloc, and just first getting the first row. Okay, so this is my first row, and if you want to get the last row, just give the -1 index. So this is the last row, as you know in Python, -1 means last row. And first row, first column, first row, first column. So how can you getting the first row, first column? That is just like first row, that is 0 and the first column is 1. So how can you get that? So for this, just type df dot iloc, and you have to pass the particular cell value, that is particular cell actually number 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1, first row, first column, because row indexing starting from 0 and column indexing starting from 1. So it, yes, you can see 25, you can see 25. Okay, so yes, I think I just remove it and now paste it, and now paste it, and now just run it, and you can see 25. I just change it because you will have some questions. 25, why it is printed? Because I just getting it the column value as 1. Okay, so sorry, it was my fault. Actually column value will have 0 0, that means you will have the first row, first column, 0 1, that means also column will start from with 0 indexing. Okay, so name, the index for the name is 0, the name index for the age is 1, the index for the score is 2. Also remember friends, I have mistake so just apologize for that. So yeah, the index for name is 0, the index for age is 1, the index for score is 2. Okay, so if I want to get the score of Bob, that is the index for row is 1 and the index for score is 2, 1 comma 2. So just type 1 comma 2. Okay, for the I location, integer location base. Okay, 92, 1 comma 2, 1 and 2, 0 1 2, 92. Okay, so remember friends, column also will start from 0 1 and 2, and row you can see it starting from 0 1 2. So in Python actually every indexing start from 0. Also you can have the boolean condition filtering. So if I want to get those data whose age is greater than 30, greater than 25, whatever. So for that, I just type data frame, that is df, and I want to return those data frame whose age, age, whose age, and just put it age is data frame age is greater than 25, and in the third bracket. Okay, so I want to get those data frame whose age, this that means data frame and age is greater than 25, whose age is greater than 25. I need only those data frame, so that is for Bob, for Charlie, and for John. And if I want to print the data frame, then it is as usual. So okay, so here you can see the filtering by the data frame as well. Okay, so you can also the multiple condition here, data frame, that is the user age, and you can by just here just give first bracket and end the first bracket. This is first condition, and you can put also multiple condition. So this is the and sign. So and means both condition will match. Okay, so in Python I already covered, and you know about and or not. Okay, so this is the and sign. So if both condition will match, then the data frame will return for those values. Then also the next data frame condition is df, and now score, I just copy score here, score, and for this score greater than what, score greater than 80, 85. Okay, so score greater than 85 for I will getting, okay, score greater than 90. If I score greater than 90, I will have only value this 92. If I score greater than 80, I will have Alice, Bob, and this John value. So yeah, 85 is okay. So now just change it, and now you can see Bob and John 92 and 86. Okay, but those age is also greater than 25. Here you can see the age of Bob is 30, age of Bob is 30, and score is 90. So that's why it is printed, because score also greater than 85. Both condition has been matched for Bob and John as well. But you can see the score greater than 5, it is also possible for allies, but age is not greater than 25, it is equal to 25. Okay, so that's why it is not printed. Okay, so in this way you can do the basic filtering by a data frame as well. Okay, so you can also pass the between. So how can you use the between? So yeah, I just copy it from here, so I already type here. So yeah, between is also one of the important things here. So df, data frame, print those data frame where data frame age dot between 25 to 32. Okay, so Alice and Bob, this data frame actually, the in this data frame the Alice and Bob has the value of age which is lies between 25 to 32. Okay, so in this way you can also get the between value, and also you can string condition as well. For the string condition, I just want to return those data frame. So first df, then df filtering by name, because I want to add a string condition here, name. Then here I just use dot between. So here I have to use str dot contents str.contents and just pass a string like li. Okay, now close the thread bracket and shift enter. So you can see li for the allies and li for the Charlie. So those names of data frame has been printed uh, uh, whose name has li, just like allies and Charlie. Okay, so you can add also the string condition in this way as well. And you can also, so one of the readable method is the query method. So what is the query method? So df.query, and you can use the query also. So how can you use the query? Just like a sentence age, but remember friends, column should be matched. Okay, age, it is a is capital here, a is capital here, don't mistake it. Okay, so be careful when you use this readable method. So age greater than 25 and is in small. Okay, and then the next column is score age is in capital, score is greater than 85. So I just write a sentence here but with right column name, and this the and or whatever the condition that will be in the small letter, and just shift enter. Okay, so in this way you can use the method readable by query. Okay, so by just a query you can get the values age greater than 25 and score greater than 85, just return it. So this is one of the useful method you can use. So it is one of the most important and useful method. Okay, so you can add here the conditions easily rather than just typing these betweens and whatever this. Instead of this you can use the data frame query df.query and just print your query, just type your query. Okay, so yeah, the indexing and selection has been done for you. Okay, so now we will move to one of the most important section, that is the data cleaning. Okay, so real world data is very messy. You have to clean the data, learn how to clean the missing values, duplicate, wrong data types, and the string inconsistencies. Okay, so handling the missing values is one of the important aspect in the pandas. Okay, so how to detect none? There is a lot of things like is null, not null, is null dot sum, and these all are methods I will show you. So this is the data frame which contains some null values. I just copy it and paste it here. Before paste it here, I have to import the numpy, otherwise it will throw me an error, because if I hit enter, so np is not defined. So first you have to import the numpy. In my case I already import in the top, so that's why it doesn't get any error. Import numpy as np. Okay, so yeah, so now import numpy as np. So this means data frames which has some null values. So a is the column, so a column has the values 1, null, and 3. So if I want to print the data frame, so yeah, you can see the NaN values, just null values here. Okay, also. So yes, so now I just want to check it. Df dot is null, this function. So shift. Okay, so you can compare with this table also. So here in the first row you can see 1, 4 and x. Okay, so obviously the value of value 1, that is not null, that is false, and b's first value is 4, that is also false, and row c's rows first values is x, it is not null. Okay, so the second value of a is none, nan, so that is null value, so that's why it is true. And the third value of b column is also, you can see the null, so that is why it is true. And the third value of this column c is also none, you can see here it is also true as well. So also you can check df dot is null, and obviously you have to call the null because it is a function, and that's just sum. You have, you can get the sum, the a total number is 1 for the null values. B have total number of null values is 1. So I can also just 5 instead of 5, just type none and run it again. Okay, so yeah, here you just type. So you can see B has two null values. You can see B has two null values. Okay, so yeah, so in this way you can check any column has how many null values. So I just change it to 5 6 again and run it. So again just run it and just run it. Here you can see the change true to false, and now run it. So you can see the every column has one null values, this, this and this. Okay, so you can check the percentage of the missing values. So how can you check the percentage of the missing values? And if you want to get the total num values, it will also you can get. So I just copy it and paste it here. I just want to get the total number of null values. Just do sum as well. So 3. So first sum will get every number of every columns, and the second sum will get the total null values. Total null values is 3. So 1 plus 1 plus 1. The first sum is giving the values of every column. Okay, so in every column how many null values are there, it will give by, it will given by the first sum, and the total number of null values it will given by the next sum. Okay, so this, so yeah, in this way you can check in your data how many null values are there. You can also check the percentage of the missing values. So for this just type df dot is null and just type mean, mean actually mean, and into 100. So in this way you can check the percentage of the null values, the dot mean into 100. Okay, so yeah, so you can also handling the null values. So in this way there is some method to check the null values in pandas. Is null, you can use the not null. So yeah, you can also use the not null. So yes, true true true, false true true, true false false. That means these values have some values actually, but that means that these cells have some values where you can get the false, and that means there is a null values, that is using by not nulls. Okay, that is the opposite of each null, is null function, is null function. So not null is basically opposite of is null, nothing but. Okay, so yeah, next section is the handling the non values, na in values, drop na or fill na. So if you using the drop na, so by this you can drop rows with any missing values. So you can use it like df dot drop na, call it, and yes, you can see only rows which have the values. So here you can see the first row which have the values, the second rows one null values is there, and third rows is also null values is there. So drop na, it will give you those rows which does not contains any null values. It will return those rows, it will return rows which not, which not contain null. Okay, so drop na, that is the function. So drop rows where all values are missing. So how can you do that? Drop the rows where all values are missing. So by for this you have to type df drop na, and just same way, but here you have to type how equal all. So yes, you can see the drop the rows where all values are missing, drop the rows where all values are missing. But here in this case there is no rows where all values are missing. So yeah, I can change it also by the data frame as well. So just type d and here just pass the value none, none, np dot none. Okay, comma. So just run it, and if I print it, so you can see it, D has all the none values. So just you have to also run the every cell because I have changed the data frame. Okay, so I just want to see you how can you drop the all. So if you want to run it, drop in it. So yes, so there is no row which contains the all values, because every row has the null values. So every row, first row has the null values, second row has the two null values, third row has three null values. So drop NA here, return nothing, because every row contains some null values. So yes, if I want to drop NA which contains the all null values first, then I have to pass the how equal all parameter. So just type yes, how equal all parameters, so shift enter. So yes, drop those row, drop those row which has the all null values. Actually I did it for column, so I have to change. So yeah, 2, here something like 2, 4, and the last value is none, the last value is none, the last value is none. I just change 3 to none. Okay, now you can see. Okay, so if I run it, so yeah, you can see the last column has all the null values. Now you can see here, so drop in it. So yeah, actually my first row has all the values, there is no null values is there, you can check it, no null values is there in the first row, but my last row all the null values is there. So if I want to drop the row with all non values, that means last row, so I can do that also. So just type how equal all, and you can see 0 and 1. So the last row, that means the third row has been deleted. When third row has been deleted, only first two rows has been there. So only the first two rows has been there, the third row has been deleted because I want to drop the all null values in a row. So that row will be deleted which have the all null values by how equal all dot na. So dot drop na and how equal all, and by this you can delete any row with all null values. Okay, so drop the column with the missing values as well by the axis. So just like drop in a and pass the axis, a x axis and 1. Okay, so drop in a by axis is 1, so it will drop the all column. So that is for the row, actually that is for the row, and that is for the column. So yeah, so drop in it, every column has some non values, you can check it here, every column has some non values. So a column has some non values, b column has some non values, c column has some non values, and you can see a has some non values, just like a 1 none none. Okay, so I just change it to 2 and 4, and now run it. So here you can see it. So yeah, you can see it, only a has some values. Okay, so only a has some values, and otherwise both the things has been deleted, just like that. A has some values, and the b c d column has been deleted because b c d contains the non values. So first drop na will if you don't give the axis equal to 1, then drop na will drop those rows which contains any non values. If there is any one null values, it will the rows has been deleted. So if you want to do the same with the columns, then you have to pass the axis equal to 1. Okay, so you can fill the non values as well. So by by how which method you can fill the non values? You can fill the non values by 0, just type 0. So yeah, you can see that 0 has been filled instead of null. So 0 has been filled instead of null. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, so fill with a constant as well. You can give a constant as well. So if I want to give the unknown constant, so first df, and for b column, then you have to mention the column as well, df dot b column, and then fill na, and just pass whatever you want, unknown, known, unknown. Okay, so yeah, fill na, you can see 4.0. The b values, the first value is, this is the value, column values of b, 4, 6, and the third values is unknown. By this way you can fill it. Okay, so yeah, these are some methods. Then also the backward fill and forward fill. And how can you use the backward fill and forward fill? This is one of the important methods. So I just want to print at first the data frame. So now I want to use the forward fill, df dot f dot fill, fill. This means the forward fill. This is the forward fill. Okay, a b c d, you can see 1 4 x 2, and value, the second value was 2 6 y4, 2 6 y4, and the third value you can see change here, so 4 as it is. And the forward fill means whatever is there, that will fill. That is, the last value is 6, that this value replaced by 6. The last value is y, that is this non value is replaced by y, that is the forward fills. Because 6 is the in the forward side of this null, and this y is the forward side of these non values, and 4 is the forward side of these non values. Also you can use the backward fills, but you cannot understand the backward fills by this data frame actually, because it only works with forward fill. Because if I have one more row, then you will better understand the backward fill. Okay, so I want to add a row here. So yeah, where is my data frame? Add one more row, 5 6 7 8. Just run it, and just going down, and here shift enter. So yeah, you can see this is the row has been added, 5 6 7 8. By the backward fill you can use this value, these 6 values as none, these 7 values as none, and these 8 values as none. So just type df dot b fill. Okay, so df dot backward fill. Okay, so you can see the backward fill. So yeah, the change is here. The third you can change, you can see. So the backward fill, that means this 6 value has been replaced by this. That means this 6 value is in backward side of these non values. These 6 values is backward side of these non values. This 7 values is backward side of these non values. This 8 is the backward side of these non values, that is in downside. So by this way you can use the forward fill and the backward fill. Okay, so now we will see the duplicate. So just uh, here I search about df duplicate, and I get this example. I just copy it, and now I just paste it here. And already just I already import the pandas at pd. So yeah, I just shift and run it. So you can see it, false false, true and true. So yeah, you can see it at the third, you can see allies and 25. So this is a duplicate value. And 1 2 3 4 fifth, add as the fifth, you can see allies and the 25, the duplicate value. Okay, so first it will take as it is, but the next time it will take it is a duplicate value. Okay, so also you can use sum in duplicate, like just copy it and paste it here, and just type dot sum. Okay, so now shift enter. So yeah, there is a two duplicate values, so you can also print the sum of the duplicate values. Okay, so here you can see the definitions. Duplicate consider all the columns and marks subsequent occurrence as duplicate while keeping the first one marked as false. That means, friends, the first one is false. That means it is not a duplicate value, but the next time it will show it is a duplicate value. For here it is third and fifth it is a duplicate value, but not the first one. Okay, so this is the duplicate, and you can also print the number of duplicates by using sum. Okay, so yes, next thing is the data types and conversion. So this is very easy, friends. So you can change any data type. So there is a column age in your data frame, so you can change it to float 64 by as type or method, as type method. Okay, so here you can change also date is the column. If you know data frame, then you can change it pd then to date time and df and this pass this column date. Okay, so just see it. This is very basic. You can change the data type. So from one data type into the another data type, you can change it a very simple way. Okay, so here is some of strings here. So df name is the column, then df name will convert to df name dot str dot strip. That means strip will remove the spaces in your string. So if your name column there is value which has spaces, then the strip will remove the spaces between the names. Okay, so for the lower it will convert it the lowercase, and the title in the title case, and replace, you can replace any string with anything. So replace dash with space. Okay, so I think you understood this. So always call the df.info and df.isnull.sum independent immediately after loading any dataset. Okay, so just run these two, because df.info will give you the information and df.isnull.sum will give you the number of null values in the dataset. Okay, so yeah, data cleaning has been done. So now the transformations. So what is the transformation? Transformation is nothing but rename columns, add a new columns, reshape the data, and change the data structure. So you can change any column name. So df.rename columns are name, student, and scores will be marks. So you can change via this. Okay, so yes, so I just here, and okay, so I don't find any example here, but it is easy, friends. You can understand how can you change it, name to student and score to marks, but just by using the rename. And drop the columns. If you drop any columns, then you have to pass axis equal to 1. So we saw that earlier that axis equal to 1, that means for column. And drop the age column. Okay, so df dot drop age and axis equal to 1. So this drop the one column. And df dot drop age and city, both the column I need to drop, and then I have to pass axis equal to 1. Axis equal to 1 I have to pass every time when I want to drop the columns, and axis equal to 0 I have to pass when I want to drop the row. Okay, so yeah, it's very easy. And same thing, you can add the columns, new columns, by just create. So here grade is the new column, so just type da and just pass the column, new column name grade, and just pass a constant, so it will create a new column for you. I just show you an example here. And my, yeah, just I copy this, not this one, actually I want to copy this. Yeah, so I just copy this, and here paste it, hit enter. You can see it here. So I want to add a new column also. So my column name will be what? My column name will be age score division, div. Okay, so yeah, division equal to a, just a single value, and shift enter. And now just pass df. You can see the new column has been added with the division, and all the division has been a. You can change the value, and it's very simple. Okay, so yeah, you can see it. So also you can compute it. That means you can create a new column with some mathematical operations. So yes, here the score has been multiplied by 0.18. So I think yeah, we can also multiply the score. So yes, just I want to a new column just like df, and sorry, not dg, df, and subcolumn, 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 and now I just want to pass df and just SCORE, old column name, which uh, has been multiplied by uh, yeah, which has been multiplied by zero point 0.5. Okay, so shift enter, and now I want to print the data frame. So you can see the sub column. Okay, so I already the sub column sub score. Actually, I wanted to give SCORE sub score. So yes, you can see the subscore has been added. So you can drop the subcolumn by using drop a x is equal to 1, where I just show you before. So you can drop any column just like this. So just copy it and paste it, and here just copy it and pass here and shift enter. Okay, so you can see it, your column name subcolumn has been dropped, this column has been dropped. Okay, so yeah, so now, so you can see the other example with multiple conditions and the insert at a specified position. So you have to mention the position name, then you can easily do that. So just see this example as well. Okay, this is very easy. So now, just like Excel, you can create also the pivot table. Just like for the pivot table, you can also the pass values, cities, index, city value, sales, index city, column months, aggregate function sum, and field value 0. Okay, so how can you transpose any column? So just type df.t. So by the type df.t, you can transpose df.t. Shift enter. So you can see that your data frame has been transposed. Okay, so yeah, so you can see df.t will transpose the data frame. That means row will be column. Okay, so now just here, yeah, pivot table. So you can also ask Google Gemini. So here I just ask simple example of pandas pivot table. Okay, so you can ask it here Gemini. So using Google Colab, that's why it is a better way, because you can ask anything here. Okay, so here you can see some of the pivot table has been here. So yeah, also accept it and just run it. So where's my pivot table? Here. Okay, so yeah, create a simple pivot table. Here will be the pivot and to see the average age of the city. So pivot table city age. I think some error has been happened. Okay, so don't worry about that. So here just create a new code here and just again ask give example of pivot table in Excel. Sorry, not Excel, in Pandas. Actually, it works like Excel also. So if you know the pivot table in Excel, so that will be very helpful for you as well. Okay, so it's working and it's actually generating. So yeah, you can see it and just run it. So yeah, this time it has been run. So you can see this is your table and pivot table showing the average age of the average age, I think, huh? that is the average age of the city. So yeah, you can see it, the average age and the city name. So basically pivot table will summarize your table. So how can you summarize your table? By using the pivot table. Here just pivot table city count by group, so df dot pivot table, and just pass the values name and index city. So here you can see the index is like city. Okay, and aggregate function is the count. So yeah, so then you have to display the pivot table with city group count. So this is the variable, you can see it. So just practice lot of example with pivot table. Pivot table will nothing but it will summarize the table as well as like the Excel. Okay, so here is the variable pivot table city age, df dot pivot table values is age, index is city, aggregate function is mean. Okay, so here you can see this average. We will have the pivot to see the average by city. Okay, so yeah, so this is a very basic example. Then you can see the pivot table showing count of the people per city in the group. So for this, here you can see this code. Okay, so just be careful with your code and just write in Gemini so which you don't understand. So now the next is filtering and sorting. Okay, so you can sort the score also by the ascending order. I think I have already this dataset score. So yeah, just df dot sort values and sort by score in ascending order. So yeah, you can see it by ascending order 79, 86, 88 and 92 from small to big. Okay, ascending order. So you can sort it any way, and for the descending order you have to just pass the ascending equal to false. Okay, so just here and pass it just comma and paste it, and now you can see from big to small 92, 88, 86 and 79. You can also sort by values with multiple column as well. So for this just type df dot sort values and just pass the column name in a name, and here just pass another column name score. Okay, so now you can also give the value for ascending, so ascending, and you can pass as true and false or whatever. So you have to pass the list in form of list. So I have to pass true or false into two times for the name and for the score. So for true for the name, and also for the score I want to hit true, true. Okay, so yeah, so just pass it so you can see the sorting. Okay, sort by index you also can do that. So df dot sort index, it will sort by index as well, 0 0 1 2 3. Okay, and for ascending equal to false, that means the opposite, ascending equal to false, and shift enter and you can see the opposite 3 2 1 0. Okay, so yeah, in this way you can shorting your score. Also the you can get the top one score, top two score, top three score by passing df dot n large. So number of large, df dot n large. So df dot n largest and pass what number you want, total number you want. I just want to top two score. From score, score, first you have to put number of rows, columns, sorry, number of rows you want, and then type the column. Okay, so here top two scorer you can see 98 and 88. So in this by using n largest you can get the largest value. Okay, so and As well you can use the n smallest, df dot n smallest, and again the small one value and by, this time by age. Okay, so yeah, sorting by age, small value. So Alice the age is 25, Alice the age is 25, the lowest age. So yeah, in this way you can do that. Also there are some other method you can see by df, and df name dot sts starts with a. That means if you have name column, then if the column's name starts with a, then that will return first. Okay, so yeah, in the also you can see the city name greater than 5 characters, that's like df, and you have to pass the column name df, the city, and dot str dot lane greater than 5. So you will have those cities whose character greater than 5. So I just want to show you this just here, and just paste it. So df, return me those data frame whose column name. So whenever you type the column name, you have to type df and the column name inside the third bracket, and then you have to type the method dot str dot starts with a. So okay, here only one column, analyze, whose name, in the name column the value starts with capital A. Okay, so yeah, it you can use the string filtering as well in this. Just go through the others as well. Okay, so now the next thing is the group by and aggregation. So the split apply combination paradigm, and group your data by categories, apply functions, and combine the results. So yeah, it is an example of the basic group by. So you can see by the example, so I just copy it. So this is a basic data frame. You can see city, sales, units are the columns, and group by city and sales. Okay, so group by city and get total number of sales. So just copy it and here paste it. So df is my data frame, and group by city and get total sales. So first group by city and then get total sales. So yeah, you can see. So first it is group by city. City is Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, and the sales you can see. Okay, so for Delhi you can see 95,000, and for Mumbai you can see 1,10,000, and for Pune you can see 30,000. Okay, so actually here, what is the why 95,000? Because you can see Delhi. For the first Delhi it is a 40,000. For the second Delhi it is a 55,000. So total is 95,000. Okay, so if I add here another Pune, like Pune, Pune, and just give a value 20,000. So now the units just like 20. So you can change, Pune will be 50,000. Okay, so Pune will be 50,000. So here multiple same values are there, so it is grouped by cities at first, then it will give the sum of the sales. Okay, so you can use the group by functions in this way, and multiple aggregation with agg function you can also use. So yeah, multiple function as one column you can also do that. So for this, just I want to copy from it here. Yes, just copy it and paste it here. Here df.group by cities and sales, then aggregate sum, mean, and max. Okay, so here you can see first, here you can see 2 times Delhi, 2 times Mumbai, and 2 times Pune, but it is grouped by cities only one time, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, but sum is 95,000, 1,10,000, and 50,000 as usual. And mean is this, actually mean that means that Delhi has 2 times, so 95,000 by 2, that is 47,500. If Delhi in the list 3 times, then it is divided by 3, that you will get the mean. So it is very simple. So maximum number in the list for Delhi is 55,000. So maximum number for the Delhi is 55,000. You can see that one is 40,000, one is 55,000. So it will return the max. So also you can do the mean as well. So you can do the multiple function as one column and multiple aggregation with agg, multiple aggregation with agg. Okay, so also you can custom name for the aggregation. So just like I just want to show you a very interesting thing. This, just check it this friends. So this is very group easy, different function on the different columns, group by cities dot agg, and sales sum mean and units sum max. It will give the units sum, that is the maximum, and for the cell it will give the average, that is mean. So I just want to show you this custom name for aggregation. This is important. Okay, so yeah, paste it. So custom name for aggregation. So df.group by cities, first it will group by city, then agg aggregation, and total sales, sales and sum, and average sales, sales mean, and maximum sales, unit and max. Okay, then reset index. Okay, so you can see cities, it will first group by cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune. Okay, so now the total sales will be, you can see sales, sum of sales, that is 95,000. Sum of sales, actually this is a sum of sales. This you have to pass the column at first, then you have to pass whatever you want, like sum, mean, max, whatever you want. So then average sales, then you have to pass the mean function as well for the average, and for the maximum unit you have to pass the max, and you have to mention the column name as well, otherwise it will not return it. So you have to pass the first column name, then you have to pass the function what you want, like sum, max, mean, whatever. Okay, then you have to type dot reset index, it will reset the index. Okay, so this is very easy. You can group by cities, and according to your data you can group by. Okay, so now one of the important concept here is the transform. So keep the original shape, but transform returns a series with the same length as the original data frame, and perfect for adding a group total column. So here you, the group total, actually I just show you here, and I just copy an example from Google, and just I paste copy from here from Google. You can ask the Google Gemini as well. If you have any doubt, you can ask a simple example for the transform. So for the time being, I just copy it from here and paste it my notebook. So this is a data frame. So A is the column which is a value 1, 2, 3, and B is the column which is a value 10, 20, 30. So I need to add 1 with each and every element. So I have to use the transform. So df.transform, and I have to pass the functions like lambda functions. Lambda functions actually used for single line mathematical expression functions. It is very useful for single line mathematical expression functions. So I have to pass the parameter x only, and x plus 1. Okay, so that means the every element x will grab the values from every column 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30. That is the values of x, and it will return x plus 1, that is 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, and 10 plus 1, 20 plus 1, 30 plus 1. So now print df plus 1. So you can transform your data. Okay, so yeah, so here also you can see the example, the transform sum for the city cells. So see, you can get the city total at the group total alongside each row. Group total, you can see the group total alongside each row, city total. And you can also normalize each scale as a percentage of the city total. So also you can do that with this data set. Okay, this data set. So now just, yeah, so the next thing is the merge, join, and concatenation. So yes, so merge actually SQL-style joins. So if you read about SQL structure query language, then you can easily do that. So yeah, merge data frame 1 with data frame 2 on ID basis. Okay, and how inner? So inner join only matching the rows. So how equal to inner? That means only matching the rows, not the columns. So that is the inner join. So I just show you an example here. So this is my data frame 1 and data frame 2. First data frame, this is the ID is the column, and the second data frame, is this. So I just want to print it at first, df1 and df2. So you can see it, df1 and df2. So now I want to merge with only matching the rows. So yeah, 1 2 3 1 2 4. So I want to merge with matching the rows. That means 1 2 1 2. That means name AB and score 90 85. I don't need that, and I don't need also that because I want to match with rows. So pd dot merge, you have to merge and merge the data frame 1 with data frame 2 on what basis? On id basis. Okay, so I need to check match with id basis and on equal, and I have to pass the id, the column name which I want to match actually for the inner join, that means row wise. So how it will join? So I just type inner means row wise. Okay, so yeah, that join data frame 1 with data frame 2 on id basis. Okay, so on id basis, that means 1 and 2 here, id 1 and 2, 1 and 2 has been matched, so that only be printed, and it will join the score and name column for these ids only 1 and 2. Okay, so that's how inner, basically this is the row wise. So you can see 1 and 2 id and name and score column has been added. Okay, so also you can the left join and the right join as well. So yes, so just type here left and shift enter. So you can have the left join, but in this case the third column has also printed. The left joint means what? Left joint means your the data frame on the left side will be printed 1 2 3. Okay, so whatever will be match, it will give the values there. If the column, if the row is not there in the second data frame, then it will return the non values or null values. Okay, so this is a left join. So you can also do right join, that means you want to print 1 to 4 this element all. Okay, and whatever match inside this, only this value will return, and otherwise it will give the non values. Okay, so I want to join it right basis, that means right data frame is printed 1 to 4, and whatever the values here ABC, it is printed, but C is not there because of id don't match 1 to 4. 1 to 4 it doesn't contain the 3, so here C is the value of 3 id. So here for this it will give the none. That means you want to join by right. The right means the right data frame will be printed first, the right data frame column id will be printed first, then whatever match values with the first data frame, it will be printed, otherwise it will give the none values. Okay, so you can do also the left join as well, that means df1 will be printed first, then whatever the values in df2 with the columns, then it will print it along with it. So and so you can do the inner join. So inner join only match the columns, match the rows, sorry. So inner join only match the rows. So 1 and 2 id, 1 and 2 id, you can see both here id is the same in these both data frame 1 and 2, only 1 and 2 id is the same, so that's why it is joined. So in this case it doesn't give any non values because it only matching on the rows of the both data frame. Okay, so yeah, and also you can do the outer join as well. So just inner and outer. So outer join means you have to print the all the data frames IDs first for df1 and df2, and wherever you give the wherever have the values, it will be printed, and where the it doesn't have the value, it will show the non values. Okay, it's very easy. Outer means it will printed all the values in the matching column, that is ID column, and where have any values, it will show the values. And just like here for the id 3, score is null, for the id 3 score is null. Okay, so if you want to print the all the values in the matching column, then you have to use the outer, otherwise you can use the inner. So inner, if you only want to print the matching column, matching rows. Okay, so now one of the important concept here, concatenation. Concatenate at adding, just like adding, simple. So combined or adding, whatever you can see, say. So yeah, there is a two data frame, a df1 and df2. If you want to add the column wise, then x is equal to 1, and if you want to row wise, then x is equal to 0. I just copy it and paste it here, and data frame 1 and data frame 2, and axis1, that is the what, axis1 is what, com combined. Actions, what is the column wise, otherwise you can do it by 0 for the row wise. Okay, so just paste so you can see it. So axis 0 is the row wise, and the concatenation x is equal to 1, it is the column wise. So yeah, just run it again, so you can see concatenation. Okay, so first this is the id, I'm name the data frame 1, then the id and score for the data frame 2. Also I asked the Google for one example, so you can see. So this is the data frame 1 and data frame 2, which I just want to show you here as well. So this is data frame 1 and data frame 2. Okay, so first I just want to print data frame 1 and df2 data frame 2. Okay, so this is a0 b0 a1 b1 a2 b2 a3 b3. Okay, for indexing, so here you just specify the index as well. So now vertical concatenation, adding row, just pass it result. This is a vertical concatenation. Okay, vertical concatenation by row wise. Don't mention anything for row wise, just vertical concatenation. Okay, so yes, so use ignore index equal to true if you want to clean 0 to n minus 1 index of keeping the original row labels. If you want to clean 0 to n minus 1 index, okay, so you can ignore the index equal to true, it will ignore the index as well. So now horizontally, so just I want to add this df3 column, df3. So this is the data frame, this is a new data frame. Okay, you can see c0 d0 c1 d1, and now I can just add these by column wise horizontally. So now just type result, so you can see column wise it has been added. Okay, df1 and df3, you can do it df2 as well. So shift enter and shift enter. So yeah, df2 as well. So in this way you can use these concat functions also. So do more example for understanding this concat function. Okay, so now what is the next? So here it is a note, use pd.merge when combined based on the column keys and column like SQL and join. SQL join, what join function in SQL doing, it is same as pd.merge. Okay, if you know SQL join, then it's okay, otherwise I have already covered that pd.merge the columns. Then use the pd.concat when stacking the data frame with the same structure. If you don't wanna change the structure, like appending the rows and adding the column side by side. Also you can put here concat df1 df2 by keys 2023 2024. So df1 will print it for 2023 stack, and the df2 will print 24 stack. I just want to show you how it is working. Okay, so for the 2023 stack it has been printed, for the 2024 stack it has been printed, you can see it. Okay, you can mention it this way. So now just I want to cover one of the important also the time series. This is also very easy topic for the pandas. Pandas has first class support for the date and time and data essential for financial sales and any sequential data analysis. Okay, so this is the time series you can say as well. So here convert any string column to date time column. So if you have a date column with string values, then you can convert it to date time format also. So for this you have to type the df, then you have to type the column name. If you want the date column name as it is, so just type date, otherwise you can do any other column name also. So basically it will create a new column and to date time, and it will convert this date string to date time. Okay, so if you replace it, just type this, then create also, you can create range also. Just look at this, dates equal to pd dot date range and starts from this, ends from this, and frequency by daily. Okay, d for daily, w for weekly. Okay, you can create the date range, date time components via assessors. So dot dt dot year dot dt dot month dot dt dot day, you can create every columns like this. So just go through this. If you have any problem, so just ask the Gemini for an example that you will easily understood what is the date time in the pandas. So basically it is very easy, that's why I'm skipping this actually. So the video is just too lengthy now, so I just want to cover the main things actually, whatever is left. So now you can set also index, set date time as the index first. You can do it by set index function. Okay, so resample daily data to monthly sum. So just you have to pass your sales column, then just type the resample and just type dot me and dot sum. Okay, resample, and just watch this actually. So this all are the examples, just do it yourself. So this is your homework friends, please do it, because I have to cover as well statistical and some others. So I just keeping the date time. So just give it sometimes, ask the Gemini if you have the problem, and do it with example. The examples are very important, because by the examples you will understand what actually it is. So date time you can easily understand, I'm very sure about this. Okay, so now, statistical analysis. So df.describe will describe about the mean, standard deviation, quartile, max, number. Okay, so I just want to show you. I need a data frame for this. So actually I have a data frame in past. Just I want to copy a data frame. Yeah, I just copy this data frame and here, and just scroll down, just pass it, and here you can see. Now I just type df dot describe and I have to call it, and you can see the count for the ages. You can get the mean, standard deviation, first quartile, second quartile, that means the median of the data 50%. This is the median of the data, I already told you. Okay, that this is the third quartile, that means the 75% number is what this is, and the maximum. Okay, so describe will give you this, and also you can include the object as well for the describe. So how can you just pass the include object. Okay, so count for unique for top, the name is the allies, and frequency is 1. Okay, so for the string columns as well, and for the all columns, just type all. Okay, for the all columns you can see. So otherwise if you don't include all, it will describe only for which is the integer or the float type values column. Okay, so now how can you get the mean median mode? And here you can see the mean median mode by describe as well, but also you can do it manually. So data frame and just type your column name SCORE, and for this column I want to get the mean for this column. So mean, and you can see it, and by this way you can also get the mod as well. So just type mod. Okay, and also you can type the variance. For variance you have to type the var. So these are some statistical term. If you know about the variance, then it's very helpful for you. If you don't know, please learn the variance, kurtosis, skewness, mean, median, mode about the statistical, because it will help you in the data science and machine learning journey in the entire life. Okay, so just learn about the kurtosis, skewness, mode, median, mean, standard deviation, variance, central limit theorem. Okay, so then just learn hypothesis testing, and as well they learned also distribution as well. If you want to go with the data science, the normal distribution is very important. So if you want to show the skewness, you can also have it. Just type skew, skew, and you can get the skewness of the this column. Okay, so skewness is negative, that means most of your data is lies in the left side. Okay, from the mid. So you can also check the kurtosis. So just like kurt, kurtosis. So yeah, kurtosis 1.22, that means your curve for the score, this is a distribution, it's slightly greater than the normal distribution. If you know about the normal distribution, then you can easily understand it. So if you have a normal distribution like this, so your this data is slightly greater than your normal distribution. Okay, so yeah, you can also have the quantiles. So the first quantile is 25% quantiles, and first quantiles is what? This is a 25%. I already told you this is the first quantile, this is second quantile, this is a third quantile. Okay, so for this 25% you have to just pass 0.25. Okay, so this is the first quantile. For the second quantile, which is the median 50% number, this is the second quantile 0.5. So your median is what? 87.0. So you can print by via quantile also median. Okay, so yeah, and just type here, and just type median. So you can see. So what is the quantile 0.5? It is same as the median, because the median is 50% quantile. Okay, and the third quantile is 0.75. You can print the third quantile as well, and you can also pass as by a list. So I just copy it and paste it here, and just passing a list of the first quantile 0.25, median 0.5, and third 0.75. And you can see 0.1st quantile is 84.25, the median is 87, and the 75 the third quantile, which is the 75% quantile, this is the 89. Okay, so the correlations also you can check, df dot corr correlations. Okay, so df dot correlations, actually it has some error, because the correlations you will get some error here, couldn't convert the string to float analyze. Okay, so here you have a data frame with some string value, that's why it's not running. So if just copy it, and correlations means you have a column with uh, float values or integer values, that's why it the these two. So the two are correlated or not, how much correlated it will give you. Okay, so just type df.corr core, and you have to call it, and you can see the correlations for the age and the score. And you can also pass the method for the Spearman method, and there are some correlations method as well. In the statistics you will learn. If you want to learn it, please learn it. Statistics, at least the skewness, kurtosis, mean, median, mode, correlations, and the regressions. That's basic things, that hypothesis testing, because it will need it for the data science actually. So method equal to spearman, SPEARMAN, spearman method. Okay, so yeah, you can see it. So yes, so now you can check also the covariance, df.cov covariance as well. So yeah, correlations and covariance give you the strength of the correlations. Okay, so correlations negative means if your one variable is increasing, then other variable is decreasing. If your correlations in positive side, that means one variable is increasing, then other variables also increasing. Okay, so that is the correlations actually, that is the relations between the two variable, and covariance give the strength of that thing particular. Okay, so if you want to check the correlations between two particular column, so that means here I'm getting some error. Because of this, I want to just copy it again and paste it. And here you can see the name also be a column here, but I want to correlation between score and the age. So what I have to do, so df, and I have to mention score and correlations with correlations with, I have to pass the column name. So when I have to pass the column name, I have always mentioned the data frame name, that is df. So here df is my data frame name, so I have to pass the df, then pass the column name age. Okay, remember, covariance and correlations is always on an integer and float type of number, not on string. So shift enter. So you can see the correlations between two columns. Okay, 0 minus 0.34. That means if one is increasing, then other is slightly decreasing. If it is 0, then it will doesn't have any correlations. If the value is a positive, then if one is increasing, then other also increasing, then by that time the value is positive. So one is increasing, then other also increasing. So here correlations negative means if one is increasing, then other is slightly decreasing. Okay, so these are some basic statistical analysis methods, you can use it as well. Okay, so I think I have covered the most of the things in pandas. So visualization actually I will cover in matplotlib tutorial. You do not need to check it here. Okay, so as well, so lambda function you know in the python as well. So apply lambda, that means apply custom function to series or data frame element wise and row wise or column wise. So here is an example, you can see. So I just copy it and paste it here and df. So you can see the score 10. Score 10 is what? Score 10, you have, if you want to apply the one line mathematical expressions functions, so you have to use the lambda. So for this you have to type the apply, then you have to type the lambda, then the parameters, then the expression. So this is one liner expressions by lambda. So yeah, score 10, that means score out of 10, you will get what? X by 10. Okay, that means whatever you score, that is divided by 10. Okay, so you can use the mathematical expressions in one line via lambda with just using apply. So yeah, visualization. And last one is the cheat code. Cheat code means what? Actually I want to revise with you these things. Head n, that means the first n rows, tail n, that is the last n rows. Shape will give you tuple, that's why it is not callable. df.shape is not callable, other things is callable, you can see. So tuple is not callable, so you can df.info the informations and the describe about the status summary of the data, the d types with the data types, columns with list of column names, is null.sum the total null values. And you can see this call df.call one column of the series, and df multiple column the data frame by loc, by location, by integer location. I have already covered this all the things. Actually, drop na, if your x is equal to 1, that means it is column wise. Okay, if it is x is, so if you do not mention, then it is the row wise. For x is equal to 0, it is the default. Forward fill and backward fill as as type. Convert any data type. How can you convert any data type? So you have to type df dot as type, as type. So by this you can convert any data type. I already covered all of this. If I forgetting this, any of this, just check it with an example. Just ask to what? Google Colab. Just ask on the Google Colab. Okay. So aggregation I also covered, the sum, mean, medium, max. Okay, and pivot table I have also covered it, but I recommend you to do more example with the pivot table, because it will summarize your table as well. And here's are some. W is a weekly, D is a daily, ME is a month end, MS is a month start, QE is a quarter end, YE is year end. These are some things, so just check it with this. So this is a complete package of pandas, and don't worry about the visualization, I will cover it in matplotlib videos. Okay, so also just to do some more example with lambda. So thank you for watching this pandas full tutorial. Comprehensive coverage for pandas I have done in this tutorial. I will give the cheat sheets and some of notes for the pandas as well. Don't worry about that, just do practice and understand the pandas for your future data science, machine learning, or whatever your career accordingly. Okay, so just learn the pandas and do more project in pandas. If you do 3-4 project in pandas differently, then you will understand easily the pandas. So pandas basically are advanced form of the excel in python. So yeah, so that's it for this video. See you in next video. Bye.